Okay, so today is October 18th, which means that tomorrow is October 19th, which means that Saw the video game 2 Flesh and Blood comes out. So, ever since the first video game came out, people have been, well, before the first game came out, people were like, how are they making a Saw video game? That's so stupid. Lol, lol, lol. How are they making a video game off of that? Are you just going to pretend to feel the pain? Lol, lol. This is stupid. Lol. Press X to cut off your leg. Lol, lol. And honestly, I thought the same thing. But then I got the game, and disregard the fact that it was dark and scary and creepy and things jumped out at you. It was a puzzling, dark game, and it was really interesting, and there were tons of puzzles, and it was, like, challenging. It was actually difficult. I have a PS3, and I have now beaten the game, like, 3 times, I think, trying to get this one damn trophy, though. I have every single trophy besides the curb stomp 5 people to death, which is very hard. I've killed maybe 3, I think. I need 2 more. It's very, very difficult. I just don't want to do it. But I have to, because my friend said that I can't play the second game until I get that trophy, because he's going to make fun of me. Anyway, so the premise of the first movie is that Detective Tapp it takes place between the first and the second movie, and Detective Tapp wakes up in an asylum, and he has to go through and find more things out about Jigsaw, and throughout the movie you see things like, one of the, what was his name? The people that write in the newspaper, the journalist, his name was like Oswald McGillicuddy or something, and if you notice from Saw 1, when they're going in a flashback of when Detective Tapp was writing things down in a bunch of the newspaper clippings, was from Oswald McGillicuddy, so it was pretty cool to see them tied in. You also see Pamela Jenkins' name in there a couple times, and you get Amanda in there, and you got a bunch of people, and so that was pretty cool, but at the end he dies, depending on which ending you go with. And it's, yeah, just very cool, because you get to see what happens between Saw 1 and 2, what happens to that main character, as well as learn a little bit more about Jigsaw and some other characters. Now, the second one comes out tomorrow, and what happens is, a man named Michael wakes up in the death mask, you know, that one from Saw 2, where Michael died in it. His name is actually Michael as well. I don't like that, because it's like 2 Michaels waking up in the exact same trap, in the same thing, like Saw 2 the movie versus Saw 2 the video game, or whatever. So he wakes up, and he has to get the thing out. Michael is Detective Tapp's son, and throughout the game, Michael is going through the traps looking for what happened to his father, because he has no idea. And so that's what the premise is, basically. There are a couple traps out. There's one where a guy has his hands tied behind his back, and he has like a helmet on his head, and he can't see or something, and he has to try and run into Michael. But Michael has to open an elevator shaft, and that man will, he'll hear Michael, and then he'll run after Michael, and then fall down into the elevator shaft, killing him. So there's one. There's the elevator. There's a woman named Carla in an elevator shaft, and her upper half is attached to the ceiling, and her lower half is attached to the elevator, which will lower, in which case she will be ripped in half. And if you remember Carla, she was the nurse from Saw 1 that Dr. Gordon was having the affair with, so you're learning why she's bad, and how she ties into this, which is also very interesting. There's a tank, and according to this, in the trailer, a woman who looks like Brenda from Saw 4, though it's unlikely the same person, she's in a glass box which slowly fills with water. Now, this is exactly like the Strom's headbox water trap from Saw 5, but it's also like the original idea for the crushing walls. If any of you have seen the bonus features for Saw 5, what originally was going to happen was, instead of the walls crushing, it was going to slowly fill with water. And then Strom would just drown like that. But that was too much, and it cost too much money, so they decided to put it in the video game. So there's that. Then there's another thing called the crushing table. A person's laying down on a table, and there are pistons like what would happen when Seth put his hands in the thing for the pendulum trap, and it would crush his hands, but instead this is like, it'll crush one body part at a time, like a leg, there goes another leg, there goes an arm, there goes another arm, until it gets to the head. We're gonna change this on. Okay, and so, yeah, that's what there is in this movie. I'm really excited. They had changed the fighting mechanism of this game so that there's more action, I guess. I don't know. It doesn't look like it's very fun. But in the info, which I believe is now down below, after YouTube has changed it from being here or there, I will have a couple links for you from, I think, I'll try and get a couple bloody disgusting ones, as well as the official website. And yeah, sorry for the spoilers, but I warned you. Yeah, Saw 2 comes out tomorrow. I get it this weekend, but I'm not allowed to play it until I get that damn trophy from Saw 1. So, until I get it, I don't get to play it. But once I do play it, I will have a review and a full everything up here. So be watching. Thank you.